Every morning for 10 years, I bought a $3 coffee on my way to work. It felt harmless, just a small treat to start the day. But one quiet Sunday afternoon, I sat down with a calculator and did the math. That daily coffee had cost me over $12,000, not just in dollars but in lost opportunities. If I had put that money into a simple index fund, it could have grown to more than $20,000. That's a down payment on a house, a few months off work, or even a step closer to retiring early. That's when it hit me. It's not about skipping coffee. It's about the hidden power of small choices. Frugal living isn't about saying no to life. It's about saying yes to freedom. In a world full of noise, spending less can be your biggest advantage. And in this new retirement era, it might just be your gold mine. Number 1, the rebrand of frugality, from cheapskate to lifestyle architect. For a long time, being frugal meant being cheap. People pictured someone clipping coupons, skipping dinner with friends, or never turning on the heater. Frugality sounded boring, even a little sad. But today, that idea is changing fast. Now, frugal living is seen as smart, powerful, even cool. It's not about cutting out joy. It's about choosing what matters most and building a life around it. People aren't just saving money, they're designing their lives on purpose. Meet Olivia, a 32-year-old software developer in San Diego. She earns 6 figures, but she lives in a small studio, likes to work, and cooks most meals at home.
Why?
Because she's saving 70% of her income to retire by 40 and travel full-time. Or Jake, a 28-year-old remote worker who moved to Thailand. He lives well on $1,200 a month, works part-time, and spends his afternoons surfing. These are people giving up, they're leveling up. They've realized that spending less isn't a punishment. It's a strategy. When you lower your monthly costs, you gain freedom. Freedom to take risks, switch careers, travel, or just breathe easier. In today's world, frugal living is no longer about being a cheapskate. It's about being a lifestyle architect, someone who uses money wisely to build a better, more flexible life. It's quiet power, and it's catching on fast. Number 2, the retirement rule has changed, and no one told you. For decades, the rule was simple. Work for 40 years, save a little along the way, then retire at 65 with a pension or Social Security. That plan worked for your grandparents, maybe even your parents. But today, it's a different world. Pensions are rare. Social Security might not be enough. Prices keep going up, but wages haven't kept pace. And more people are asking, is working until 65 really the only way? Here's the truth. The retirement rule has changed, and most people didn't get the memo. The new path. It's not about working longer, it's about spending smarter. That's where frugal living comes in. When you live simply, you don't need a huge paycheck or a $1 million retirement account. You just need enough to cover your real needs, and freedom comes a lot faster. There's a popular idea now called the 3x25 rule. It means, add up your yearly spending, multiply it by 25, then multiply that by 3 to stay ahead of inflation and unexpected costs. That number becomes your personal freedom fund. With smart saving, investing, and a frugal lifestyle, people are reaching that number in their 30s and 40s, not 65. In this new economy, the people who in retirement aren't always the highest earners. They're the ones who learn to live well on less, save the difference, and invest in freedom. Retirement is no longer an age. It's a number, and frugal living helps you reach it faster. Number 3, hidden wealth in frugal living. It's not what you think. Most people think frugal living is just about saving money, but the real value goes much deeper. It's not just dollars in your bank account, it's the freedom, time, and peace of mind you gain. When you live frugally, you lower your monthly costs. That means you don't need to earn as much, and you don't feel trapped in a job you hate. You get options to work less, start a side business, or take a break without falling into debt. Maya, a school teacher who started saving 50% of her income by cutting unnecessary spending. She learned video editing from free YouTube videos and started a YouTube channel about education tips. Within a year, she was making $80,000 a year from that side hustle, almost double her teaching salary. Frugal living gave her the space and confidence to try something new. Frugal people also invest more in skills, not stuff. Instead of buying the newest phone, they might take a coding class or learn digital marketing. These skills can create more income down the road, something a new gadget will never do. There's also emotional wealth. Less stress from bills, more free time for family and hobbies, the joy of simple pleasures, like home-cooked meals or walks in the park. Over time, frugal living builds something powerful. It gives you the chance to grow, create, and take control. High earners often live paycheck to paycheck, but frugal thinkers? They build quiet, lasting wealth. The truth is, frugal living isn't about saying no all the time. It's about saying yes to the things that really matter and building a life that pays you back in more ways than one. Number 4. The psychology of frugality. Frugal living isn't just good for your wallet, it's good for your brain. There's real psychology behind why living simply can make you happier. Let's talk about dopamine, the feel-good chemical in your brain. Every time you buy something new, you get a little dopamine hit, but it fades fast and then you want to buy again. That's how people get stuck in a cycle of overspending. Frugal people learn to reset their dopamine levels. Instead of chasing the next shiny thing, they find joy in smaller, more meaningful moments, like cooking a great meal at home, finishing a project, or going for a walk. Over time, this creates deeper, longer-lasting happiness. There's also a change in how we see status. In the past, success meant a big house, fancy car, and designer clothes. But today, more people admire those who have freedom, time, and peace of mind. Saying, "I'm debt-free," or "I work just 3 days a week" is the new flex. Social media has helped this shift. TikTok and YouTube are full of creators showing off minimalist homes, $100 per week grocery hauls, and no-spend month challenges. People are proud of spending less and living smarter. Frugal living is really about smart pleasure, getting more value from less. When you stop trying to impress others and start living for yourself, everything changes. You don't need more stuff to feel rich. You need purpose, control, and peace. That's the real power of frugality. Number 5. The Inflation-Proof Life. Your best defense is simplicity. From 2022 to 2024, prices went up fast. Groceries, gas, rent, everything cost more. Many people struggled to keep up, but those who lived simply felt the pressure less.
Why?
Because frugal living is inflation-proof. When your life doesn't depend on expensive habits, inflation doesn't hit as hard. You're not stuck with a big car loan, high rent, or takeout every night. You have room to adjust. Ben and Sarah, a couple who cut back during the pandemic, they started meal prepping at home and learned basic home repairs. Now, even with rising prices, they save over $400 a month and enjoy more quality time together. Frugal habits make your lifestyle flexible. You can move to a cheaper area, grow your own food, or switch to remote work with fewer bills to worry about. This kind of life is calm, smart, and ready for change. In tough times, people with simple lives survive better and often thrive. You don't need to predict the economy. Just keep your life light, your expenses low, and your choices intentional. That's your best defense against inflation and your best path to peace. Number 6. Building your frugal fortune action plan. Ready to live smarter and build real wealth? Here's how to start your frugal fortune without feeling like you're missing out. 1. Spend like a millionaire. Wealthy people often don't buy flashy things. They buy quality that lasts. It's smarter to buy one good pair of shoes than 5 cheap ones. Think long-term. 2. Use the cost-per-use rule. Before buying anything, ask, how many times will I use this? A $100 jacket worn 100 times costs $1 per use. A $20 shirt worn twice costs $10 per use. Choose wisely. 3. Try reverse budgeting. Save first, then live on the rest. Decide how much to save each month. Start with 20%, aim for more. Whatever's left is your spending money. 4. Create a fun fund. Frugal doesn't mean boring. Set aside a small amount each month just for fun, guilt-free. This keeps you balanced and motivated. 5. Use free tools. Try budgeting apps like Monarch Money or Rocket Money. Track spending, cancel and use subscriptions, and set savings goals. 6. Follow the frugal funnel. Eliminate what you don't need. Simplify your lifestyle. Automate your savings. Reinvest the rest into things that grow: skills, stocks, side hustles. 7. Stack habits. Save money while doing something productive. For example, cook dinner while listening to a finance podcast.
Double the value.
Frugal living isn't about doing less. It's about doing better on purpose. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your fortune grow. Frugal living is about being in control, It gives you freedom, not just in money, but in time, energy, and peace of mind. When you stop chasing things you don't need, you start creating a life that truly matters. The new path to retirement isn't about waiting until you're 65. It's about living with purpose now, spending less, saving more, and building a lifestyle that doesn't rely on luck or lottery tickets. Want to learn how real people are building quiet wealth and achieving financial success? Then watch this video next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.